Do you drink from plastic cups or use plastic straws? Yes? What precisely is disposable plastic cutlery? Switching to sustainable utensils had a huge environmental effect. But the dangers of plastic around your food don't give up right here. Did you know that food packaging such as foil, wrappers, tins, and tetra packs contain hundreds of life-threatening chemical substances? Today's video will discover the harmful chemicals in food packaging and the way they alter the quality of your life. Does it prevent most cancers? What is infertility approximately? We're discussing all that and more. The phrase plastic originates from the Latin word plasticus. This means that something has the capability of molding. It was first invented in 1869 by John Wesley Hyatt. This innovative discovery changed the direction of the world for all time. Lots of complicated tactics are involved in the actual manufacturing of plastic. It is formed by uniting more than one polymer. Polymers break down into monomers, generally derived from bio-based or artificial assets. Cellulose, coal, natural gas, and plastic are some of the synthetic assets of plastic. In evaluation, bio-based plastic can come from carbohydrates, starch, oil, and vegetable fats. Most commonly, the plastic you discover around meals comes from synthetic resources. The Second International War saw a big upward thrust in plastic manufacturing. In no time, plastic has taken over every element of modern existence. The use of plastic became a convenient, more potent, and cheaper choice. But humanity had to pay a unique price for it. Plastic debris started accumulating around the oceans within a decade and entered our food chain. It posed a danger to aquatic life too. But then, plastic pollution became simply one of the many problems that using plastic introduced. Are you questioning why plastics have earned that lousy reputation? It's due to its chemical substances. Realistically, there may be a heap of chemical substances around us. They may be found in pesticides that get sprayed over your food, polluted air, water, and ticks. Pause. Have you ever heard of BPA? BPA, or bisphenol A, is one of the few chemicals delivered to plastic to increase flexibility. The unique feature of BPA is that it does not allow the plastic shudder after cooling or heating. It smells essential to provide the whole thing, from plastic bottles to milk cartons, cans, food packing containers, and even thermal paper receipts. Plastics can't preserve this chemical for an extended time frame. Subsequently, they begin to leach out BPA. That can quickly enter your body when you come in contact with plastic. The scariest component about BPA is that it mimics the natural hormone estrogen. It acts as an artificial hormone while it enters your bloodstream. BPA leaching. It expedites while you store hot food in takeaway packing containers or reheat food in plastic bins. The toxic outcomes of this chemical compound are devastating. BPA has been linked to cancer, infertility, delayed fetal development, and cognitive dysfunction. Causes Alzheimer's and dementia, diabetes, weight problems, excessive blood pressure, and so forth. The list goes on. According to a study, scientists discovered a sizable amount of BPA in the urine, sweat, and blood of 16 out of 20 individuals. But are you exhaling a sigh of relief because you should only use BPA-free plastic? Then we have a few awful facts. Plastic producers take advantage of partial patron expertise. In making plastics BPA-free, they add BPS and BPF. These two chemicals are even more dangerous than bisphenol A. They release extra estrogen and thyroid, which negatively influences your endocrine functions. And it's no longer simply those phenolic compounds that make plastic probably why hazardous. How? Phthalates share the blame. These industrial chemical substances soften polyvinyl chloride. They're present in cosmetics, personal care merchandise, family cleaners, and meal packaging. A dozen investigations into the unknown. They've confirmed phthalates to have a sturdy hyperlink to allergies, male infertility, autism, decreased IQ in children, breast cancer, type 2 diabetes, and lots of other disorders. Dr. Galit Goldfarb, an award-winning writer and fitness wellness trainer, has some thoughts on the effects of BPA and phthalates. The world produces over 300 million metric tons of plastic waste each year. Then, The global plastic epidemic has led researchers to further check out plastics. A group of Swiss scientists started analyzing the best of food-grade plastic boxes. And their toxicity? The results have been nothing less than a surprise to the medical community. On the basis of the results of their study, the scientists concluded that most of the meal wraps contain 388 harmful compounds. It is capable of causing most cancers and wreaking havoc on your reproductive system. Such substances are referred to as CRMs. Brief for carcinogenic, reproductive, and mutagenic poisonous substances. In addition, they discovered 22 hormone-like substances that could disrupt the clean functioning of your body. Moreover, 32 compounds had the danger of staying in your gadget for a long time. Acrylamide, styrene, and vinyl chloride are a few harmful monomers used to make polyacrylamide, polystyrene and polyvinyl chloride, respectively. Endocrine-disrupting chemicals, or EDCs. They had been a unique situation as they disrupted the equilibrium of the endocrine device. As the study advanced, the scientists determined 127 greater polymer molecules that might enter the food. The records are daunting. What is most startling is that the manufacturers brought these chemicals by chance to the meal's packaging. And the manufacturers have been doing nothing but committing criminal offenses. After analyzing the severity of the scenario, the lead author of the study, Dr. Jane Monk, Ph.D., ecotoxicology and environmental scientist and the managing director of the Food Packaging Forum in Zurich, Switzerland, together with a team, created a list of food contact chemical substances of challenge and offered it to the European Union. The AQ determined to use the listing as a tenet for enhancing customer safety and imposing farm-to-fork chemical methods for sustainability applications. Now let us have a look at any other study that has dug in to find how an awful lot of plastic we devour daily. Microplastics and nanoplastics from contaminated foods have reached almost every cell in our body. The scientists discovered that sugar contains 0.44 microplastics per gram, while sea salt contains 0.11 microplastics per gram. There may be alcohol in bottled water, 0.03 and 0.09 microplastics per gram, respectively. On average, the average man or woman consumes around 80 grams of microplastic via plastic-infused meals. Are you becoming concerned about the infamous chemical substances in your body? Properly, there are ways to lessen the toxic overload in your body. It's going to not happen overnight, but sustained efforts could make a difference. Making too many adjustments in a single pass can be overwhelming and high-priced. Plastic boxes are handy and keep the meals fresh for longer. But transfer to biodegradable food containers while you are at the crossing. They can be collapsed into natural products. Biodegradable packaging made from bamboo, coconut, sugarcane, or almond shells safeguards the surroundings. While such merchandise lands in the sea or garbage landfills, it quickly decomposes without forming toxic substances. Make small but measurable efforts each day. The next critical thing you could do is stop buying bottled drinking water. Invest in a water filter or ask your local community if drinking tap water right away is safe. While sporting a drinking bottle, make sure you stick with chrome steel or glass bottles. Keep away from plastic dining plates, bowls, and cutlery too. Rather, use ceramics. Storing meals in plastic packing containers inside the refrigerator is so on hand. The equal box is being heated. The lunch or dinner drill may be finished fast. However, it is time to ditch the plastic containers, despite the fact that they are Tupperware. Are you dicey regarding the use of silicone? Pay attention to what physician Jonas Kuhn says about it. Insert video clip from our silicone products, a secure replacement for plastic cookware? Start at 0.40 in which there are compounds and give up at -1.20 contact with. Shop your leftovers in glass packing containers. Use them for reheating or go to the good old fuel stove in a pan. In preference to the usage of unmarried use. In place of corporations that specialize in reusing plastics, help corporations that focus on sustainable methods. As an example, remember the loyalty programs of cafes insisting on steel refillable packing containers. You would possibly have to pay a deposit for that takeaway cup, but the subsequent time you come in for your beverage, you'll get a smooth, green chrome steel cup for your next takeaway. Shopping for more bulk food can also lessen the incidence of packaged meals. Your body will slowly start disposing of micro and nanoplastics after you stop using them. Plastics doing away with pollution is not possible. However, you can truly lower the toxic publicity. Have you ever considered increasing your chances of becoming a father or mother? A few meals might help if you are in the thick of infertility and seeking out tangible options to enhance fertility. A few meals might help. Check out the 11 pleasant superfoods for men or the 15 essential and natural male fertility miracles you need now. Move beforehand. Click on one, or better yet, watch each and find out how to triumph over infertility naturally. Are you creating an awareness effort to take away plastic from food packaging? Let us understand in the remarks beneath.